Oh, there it is. God damn it. Alright. Ilyana!
When I left home, I was all alone. I couldn't find work. Those were hungry
It's
times.
it's the tapeworm waifu. I'm sorry, that's gross. Blarfox, that's new. Oh, she's the demote. I can already tell.
Kinda dizzy.
That's a really cool demote already. Shinon.
You may be my friend, but if there's gold on the table, I'll take you down. That's what it means to be a mercenary.
His art's really good by Iwata. There's oh he has double bow? What is going on with this moveset? He has Deadeye?
My arrows will find you.
He has a new special animation. Godtree looks a little different. I'm okay with that though.
The easygoing life of a mercenary is the only life for me.
Godtree, much better in Radiant Dawn. But oh, he has an inheritable lance. That's cool. This is actually really cool.
Won't even break a sweat.
Make your predictions before we find out. Who will the Grand Hero battle be? Oh, so it's not Jill. Fuck.
I made may have turned my own father.
Is she a lance or an axe?
They were decisions I had to make for myself.
She's an axe. Yo, Tall Reagan axe. Speed Def Rain. That's the good one.
You shall be purged.
Her art's really cool. I can't believe they finally did it. Who's the Grand Hero battle then? Is it, Patrine? They don't appear to be here. I can't believe it. She's finally in. And she's probably really freaking strong. God dang, Ilyana is also available as part of the 4-star focus. So interestingly, she shares color with Godtree. Frick! Thank you for following, Yang the Wing. Frick! This complicates things. Having them on 3 colors instead of 4 would make it easier to pull 1 each. So yeah, this puts me in an awkward spot, because, I mean, Teleace is just my favorite. I like all these characters a lot, even Shinon. Patrine is the GHP, okay. She looks so young? Yeah, I think that's because, I mean, it's just because this is like the Path of Radiance version. If you compare like the Path of Radiance version to Radiant Dawn, she looks pretty young. Although it is interesting they made her an axe, probably just because, you know, another Lance Wyvern would have been boring. Honestly, I'm glad they made her an axe, even though it's not like super true to Path of Radiance. Patrine is a cavalry, she's like a Lance cavalry boss that you fight. She's actually really cool. Thank you for following, Mr. Markham. Patrine's actually really cool, because she has the Flame Lance, which is like a distant counter magic weapon. So, it will be interesting to see if GHB Patrine actually has the Flame Lance. And if she does, how good is it? Frick. We got Ilyana as our demote, a very obvious demote. Besides her weapon, her loadout's very boring. Never mind then, like I was saying, Ilyana's kit sucks, except for Blarfox, which is actually pretty cool. It could actually compete with Blarblade, which is kinda the default inheritable blue tome you would go for. I don't think anybody's using Blar Owl these days. A small thing, I know they can't give me everything I want, but I actually would have liked it if they had just Ilyana in her promoted outfit, just because that specific sorceress outfit is like very unique and specific to Path of Radiance, and a lot of people associate it with Ilyana because that's like the only unit you ever see wearing it. And they took it out in Radiant Dawn. So, just saying. Power Crab Tail 2 is here. Honestly, yeah. Depending on... So, I mean, she's pretty slow, actually. I mean, usually she's pretty slow. I don't know if that will translate to Faye. She'll probably have... You know what? She'll probably just have a bunch of attack and res. It's pretty obvious, actually. She'll have a lot of attack and res and, like, an awkwardly large amount of HP. See that? 39 HP? Isn't that kind... I don't know, actually. I'm afraid to talk out of my ass, but yeah. 39 seems like a lot for, like, a new infantry mage. I could be wrong, though. So his loadout is completely loaded. Okay, so double bow. Accelerate special trigger, effective against flying foes if unit is not adjacent to an ally. Grants blah +5 during combat. And unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. What the fuck? He has close counter built into his weapon. How many weapons do we have that have close counter built in? This might be literally the only one. I can't think of another one off the top of my head. I can't think of a weapon that has close... I mean, okay, Bowie, fine. As far as I'm aware, Bowie is the only other character that has close counter built into his weapon, right? Deadeye. Doubles damage dealt. Disables non-special skills that reduce damage by... What?! They finally printed, sort of, basically a counter for true damage. That's so overdue. For real. Man. If I wasn't already tempted to pull for these characters just because they're from Tellius, like, being able to consistently kill, maybe consistently kill Bike would be very nice. I've been waiting for this day for so long, like, I'm not even joking. Bike, that's probably like the Omni tank that beats my AR defense most frequently. Honestly. Oh, so check this out. Accelerate special trigger, so Deadeye becomes 2 cooldown. Then he has times pull, so it becomes 1 cooldown. And from there you can just use quickened pulse or infantry pulse, and he's there, ready to go. Very cool. Very strong. What's his BST gonna be? It'll probably be really high, right? Like Norn levels, maybe, probably more. Norn's like 167, I think. Special Spiral could work on him, yeah. Well, actually, I mean, I guess that would kind of have anti-synergy with times pulse, but at that point you wouldn't even care. So yeah, you're right. Welp. It's looking very likely that I'm going to pull on this. I can't believe they finally did it. I'm still, like, reeling from it. Godtree. We have a new fighter skill, but we'll get there later. Spirited Spear Plus. If bonus is active on unit, grants attack defense +4, and special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat. Okay. They've been releasing several, like, good inheritable lances recently. I think Geese had one, and now Eldigan has one. Godtree looks weirdly like Mirio. Is that just me? Mirio from My Hero? Now that you mention it, a little bit. Obviously he doesn't have, like, the eyes, but yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's a really good inheritable lance. This is, like, about how good a perf lance would have been, like, earlier in 2020, or, like, in 2019. It doesn't have, like, the full breath effect in it, but that's okay. The full breath effect would be, like, +1 cooldown per attack, not just per foe's attack. I don't know, these days it seems like armored units are just, like, a tougher sell for them, so they just have to make them very busted. Crafty Fighter 3. If unit's HP greater than 25% and foe initiates combat, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. This is like a weird combination of Vengeful Fighter and Special Fighter, right? Vengeful Fighter is, if unit's HP greater than 50 and foe initiates combat, grant special cooldown charge +1 per unit's attack, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Okay, so it's not strictly better than Vengeful Fighter. It's actually a more defensive version of Vengeful Fighter, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. I think the whales that have highly merged armored units are probably satisfied with their special fighters and odd numbered turn fighters. Special is still going to be... Well, so special fighter I think is mostly appreciated by armored units that are fast. For the most part, not completely. Okay, let's have a look at Jill. Toleragan X. Accelerate special trigger if unit initiates combat, or if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally. Grants attack speed +6 during combat. If unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. Interesting. I didn't. So yeah, they kind of set her up so that she can be a Gale Force user, which is not what I would have expected, but why not? I guess that's kind of how you have a new Axe Flyer stand out, right? So yeah, since she has Accelerate Special Trigger -1, her Gale Force will become 4. And then she can attack twice in a row as soon as she initiates, kind of like as if she had Dive Bomb. And if she has a Heavy Blade Seal on, then she doubles and she activates Gale Force. I guess you have to have higher attack for that. But yeah, hopefully you get the idea. Hopefully I explained it good enough. And yeah, so like my first thought reading this was like, oh well, she can still be a good defensive unit, because like if you just have her within 2 spaces of an ally, she just gets this buff. And that is true, but I think she's almost like a weird mixed phase unit, which is interesting. You can take off her A slot and give her Heavy Blade 4 if you want. That might be optimal for her. It probably is. Well, maybe not. You could keep attack speed push 4 on her and then just give her the Heavy Blade Seal. And yeah, they gave her like the best possible C skill, literally. So the Speed, Def, Rain makes it more likely that she'll double, and it reduces their defense, so she just does more damage. Speed, Defense, Rain is the best one for like hyper offense units, which is what Jill is. Chill attack speed 2 is also there, I guess. Damn. What B skill do you even give her? Oh, you know what you could do? You could give her Lunge, since she already has Desperation built into her weapon. Damn. Jill is very strong. Go figure. Holy crap. If you're a lameo, you can fodder Jill for attack speed push 4 and speed defense rain at the same time. So, her hair though. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. She kind of has like a... I don't know. She has exaggerated anime hair, which is good. I'm surprised a little bit that she doesn't have beast effective damage, but I guess that would have been a little specific, and this is obviously better anyway, so whatever. If I had to guess what her stats will be like, looks like she has 40 HP. I don't know how high her base speed is. I guess in Path of Radiance she has pretty good speed. What I remember about Jill is that you're kind of supposed to dump some of your stat boosters in her just to help her out in the beginning. That doesn't really help me infer what her stats will be like, but I'm pretty sure she has low res, so we can be pretty sure that she has pretty low res. Yeah, so I've heard that Patrine is the Grand Hero battle unit. I don't know if we have her art yet or anything like that. Very fun unit. If you're someone who's been saving orbs for Jill, then you're very happy about this, probably. That's my guess. I'm probably gonna have to pull on this. I'll run the numbers on that, but yeah. I'll think about it more, but yeah, we'll see. So I mean, the thing is, like, with the limited time units, it's a little more urgent. That's how I feel anyway. So I might let some of these guys slip. Like, I don't have to... I'll probably just skip blue entirely, actually, just because, like, between these 3 I care about Gotri the least. And Ileana will be a 4-star focus, so I can get her later. So I might just pull a green and colorless and see what I can get in maybe 100 orbs or whatever. Hope I get lucky. Oh, I can spark! There we go, I'll do that. This will be my first time ever sparking for a character. I've never done it before. Okay, well that's exciting. I can do that. So I'm guaranteed to get at least 1. So yeah, I can just spend my first 130 orbs, right? Just pulling green and gray. Hopefully I get 1, then I can spark for the other. Yeah, I suspect a lot of people will be sparking for Jill. That's a good point. Yeah, so the Mythic could be a Tellius unit, although we have had 2 Mythics from Tellius already. I think this month's Mythic is supposed to be Astra. I think they've done 4 Darks and 4 Animas, right? And 3 Lights, so like the next one like basically has to be Astra, unless they want to do the 4th Light unit out of nowhere. They could do Ashera as a light mythic, but my guess is that they'll do Anankos as an Astra mythic. We're gonna poll on this banner on Friday, so look forward to that. I don't know what time I'll do it, but sometime in the afternoon or the night. Join the Discord if you want to talk to us about Fae. We have a channel just for Fae in our Discord. If you're watching on Twitch, you can go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I upload abridged versions of these reactions on that channel. If you're watching on YouTube, you can follow on Twitch. That's where we do the live reactions. And now I'm gonna end the stream and go edit this probably. So imagine if Jill could have close call. That'd be very cursed. Have a good night.